discussing it right now. Is anyone? Okay, shall we start discussing? A few of them are easy to crack, students. Can you give me the answer for the first one, students? I'll just speak out the question, students. Two cars having masses M1 and M2. Okay. Soumya says 5 minutes. Wait a minute, let's see how many. Okay, Janani has given the answer. Sanjana has given the answer. Sanjana, Khyati. Okay. Have you all done first 5 MCQs, students? Is first 5 MCQs done? Shall we discuss with that?
So I'm doing the fourth one.
Okay, fine. Complete first 5. Then we'll discuss. Chalo, first 5 only, okay? Okay, students, let's discuss now, please. The first one. Anyone who wants to answer the first one, students? Okay, Pathvi, Sneha, Khyati, Sanchana, Chanani. Okay, Pathvi, come on, answer for it. So that becomes the order, students, okay? Pathvi will answer the first one, Sneha second, Khyati third, Sanchana fourth, Aditi fifth. Chanani, you have to solve the sixth one now. Okay, come on, the first one. Yes, I'll just speak out the question, student, and you have to give a valid reason for it, student, okay? The question is, students, two cars having masses m1 and m2 move in a circle of radius r1 and r2 respectively. If they complete the circles in equal time, okay, if the two particles complete the circle in equal time, the ratio of their angular speed is, the ratio of their angular speed is, yes.
Yes, sir. The
Answer.
angular speed is 2 pi by t, and from here, angular speed is inversely proportional to the time. Therefore,
Okay,
omega 1 by omega 2 would be t2 by t1. And we
absolutely
know
correct. And they've given you that the two omegas are equal.
time are equal, sir.
They'll give it to you.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
if they complete in the same time, of course, if they complete in the same time, so T1 is equal to T2, so the ratio is 1:2. Okay, so it's now see over here, they've given, यहाँ पे तुम्हें angular speed लेना है with respect to time. If they say time is constant, that means what kind of motion the body is going to have? It's periodic. And if I say periodic motion, then what about the angular speed we consider remains constant? If I say that a particle is performing circular motion, and if I say time taken for its circular path remains constant, that means the particle covers equal angle, we consider, in an equal interval of time. All the time, or means at every instant, if I say the time taken is constant, so of course it will try to cover equal angle. If I say now also the time taken is constant, students, so it will cover equal angle. So if time taken for the particle to complete the journey from A to B is exactly equal to B to C is exactly equal to B to D, then in all the cases, theta remains constant, we consider. And since I can say omega is equal to what? D theta by dt, but that is going for non-UCM. ये non-UCM नहीं है, time period constant है, तो ये simply होगा क्या? 2 pi by t, because it's simply theta by t. That's your first answer, students. So the option for this will be D. Second one. Second question. This is point A and this is point B. A car moves at a constant speed on a road as shown in the figure. The normal force by the road, on the car. Who's answering for this?
Sir, I am answering.
Okay, what exactly you mean by the term normal force? Can you tell me that?
Sir, it's the force which is acting between two surfaces in contact perpendicular to the surface.
Absolutely correct. And it's passing to the center of gravity of the body. Students, now listen carefully. जब भी ऐसे टाइप के क्वेश्चंस आते हैं ना, ये देखो, इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? This is called as a convex bridge. This is also convex bridge. If I try to give you a convex bridge, students, listen carefully. Whenever you try to get questions on the convex bridge, and if you try to go for a car on a convex bridge, are you getting it? Then can you tell me what exactly the force is acting? ये है तुम्हारा center of gravity of the car. Okay, the car is going to have a circular path. Please pay attention, students. ये है convex bridge. Okay, the car is, it's coming down the part of it. तो ये तुम्हारा circular path हुआ. सोचो कि ये center है. This is the center of the circular path, of the center of the convex bridge. Now, can you tell me what are the forces acting over here?
So the weight of the particle and the normal reaction force.
Okay, the weight of the particle which is directed from the center of gravity vertically downwards, and it's directed towards the center of the circular path, and that's mg. The normal reaction force is directed vertically upwards. That means it's a force which is directed by the surface, passing through center of gravity, vertically upwards. Students, ये normal reaction force होगा. Then, any other forces there? What is the force required for the car to perform circular path on a convex bridge?
Centripetal force.
Absolutely correct. Is centripetal force a real force or virtual force?
Sir, it's a real force.
It's a real force. It's not a Cedar force. I'm getting it. It's a real force we
Yes.
consider. What is the direction of centripetal force? कहाँ की तरफ है?
It's always directed towards the center of the circular path.
Okay, fine. So now if I want to get a mathematical relation for this, if I want to get a mathematical relation for the velocity with which the car is set to move, I want to find out the formula for V of a car to move on a convex bridge. Then how do you go about with it? क्या करोगे?
So mg minus n would be equal to mv square by r. And at the highest point, normal reaction force can be considered to be 0. So mg is equal to mv square by r. And we would be equal to square root of gm.
Very good, very good. Students, listen to her very carefully. See the way she's putting across. I get. She made it very clear. The answer, Suna, students. She said it that the force required for the car to perform circular motion is a centripetal force. Centripetal force is a radially inward force. यहाँ पे radially inward force का मतलब it's directed from the center of gravity towards the center of the earth. यानी ये दोनों force are not balanced. That means there is one force which is slightly greater than the other. कौन सा force होगा? Then she said it's mg is greater than normal action force. So difference of mg minus n becomes the force of centripetal we consider. Now, at the highest point, why do we consider the normal reaction force to be 0?
Because the body lose contact for very
Momentarily,
small
the body
time.
will lose contact.
Absolutely correct. Students, अभी ये try करना. Students, whenever a car goes, the answer सुनना. और ये कभी possible when a car goes with a certain speed. When a car is going for a certain speed, for a fraction of second, the tires of the car hardly comes in contact, and that is very small time interval, students. Please, the car is entirely bound to the ground. It is bound to the ground, but for a fraction of a second, we see that to get the formula for velocity, and that's the tangential velocity we consider. ये मुझे चाहिए, तो we say that the normal reaction force at that instant we consider will be equal to 0. अगर normal reaction force मैंने 0 ले लिया, तो what exactly? So then my V will be equal to simply under root RG because M gets cancelled. ये हुआ velocity of a car on a convex bridge. Now my question to you is, what is capital R over here? What is capital R over here? One who's answering.
So the radius is the capital R.
Radius. According to you, what exactly radius over here will be? I'll give you. Now radius, is it OM? Is it OM or OP? This is point
It will
M.
be OP.
It will be OP.
Yes.
So students, keep in mind, when you get questions of this kind, also go for radius as OP. And what is radius of OP? Radius of the road, circular road, plus the height of center of gravity from the surface of the road. समझ में आ रहा है स्टूडेंट्स? ये हुआ तुम्हारा रेडियस. एक्चुअल रेडियस ये है स्टूडेंट्स. यानी जब भी तुम प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करो ना, तो रेडियस आर को क्या लेना है? यू हैव टू कंसीडर इट्स फ्रॉम द सेंटर टू द सरफेस ऑफ द रोड एंड फ्रॉम द सरफेस टू द सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी. इज दिस क्लियर? Is this clear to
Yes,
all
sir.
of you? Now suppose if I give an identical question of this kind, students. Now suppose if I give you a vertical circle, think as if a motorcyclist. A motorcyclist is on a vertical circle, students, and he's trying to move in this manner. He's still in contact. He doesn't fall down. तो यहाँ पे भी तो तुम्हारा normal action force है ना? तो यहाँ पे इसका center of gravity ये हुआ, students. तो ये तुम्हारा center है. तो what exactly the radius of the circular path? तुम बोलोगे sir, it will be capital R, radius of the circular path minus the distance of the CG from the ground. यहाँ पे subtraction होगा, students, और यहाँ पे addition होगा. क्या ये part clear हुआ for velocity?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ध्यान में रखना ये. What is the tangential velocity over here also? Over here also the answer is under root rg. Over here is under root rg. लेकिन यहाँ पे r क्या होगा? Radius of the road we consider plus height. Now let us come to this particular question. The question over here speaks about, students, a car moves on a constant speed on a road. The normal force by the road on the car is NA and NB. So now we have a normal force over here. In NB we consider, okay, respectively. Where is that point A and B? Which options are considered to be correct? NA equal to NB, NA greater than NB, NA less than NB, or insufficient? Who was answering?
Sir, it would be NA is less than NB.
Okay, why NA is less than NB?
Sir, again, we consider that at particular point A and particular point B, let the centripetal force acting towards center be mv mva squared by r and mvb squared by r, and the weight is acting vertically downwards. In this case, the radius of the circular path B will be more than the radius of A. So we consider, since the radius is more, the normal reaction force at B is more than the normal reaction force at A.
Of course.
The equation for this would be mg minus na is equal to mv squared by r. So na is equal to mg plus mv squared by r. Minus
Okay.
mv squared by r. Sorry.
See, your equation will remain this. Equation for both the cases will remain the same. mg minus n equal to mv square by r. Students, ये ध्यान में रखा, please. Can I say दोनों केस में, please everybody saying दोनों केस में तुम्हारा equation कौन सा होल्ड करेगा? सर mg है ना? Minus normal reaction force दोनों केस में आएगा ना? That will be equal to what? mv square by r. Yani, if I want to use my equation, can I say for the first case also this becomes my equation, second case also this becomes my equation? मुझे ये बताओ students, are they speaking about for the same car or different cars? At point A and point B, are they speaking about the same car? Are they
Same
speaking about
cars.
different car? Same car. उसका मतलब उसका weight तो constant है,
Yes.
आया ना? यानी दोनों केस में mg constant आ रहा है. That means now if I want to speak about the normal reaction force को compare करना है, तो किससे compare करोगे? सिर्फ ये factor आएगा ही नहीं. मेरे normal reaction force किसके हिसाब से होगा? Radius. What is the formula? N is equal to mv square by r we consider. So now if I say that if the radius is minimum in this case, what exactly I'll consider will be the radius. If I happen to consider in base case, will be very small in that case. So comparatively, what exactly my normal reaction force? If I take it over here, answer sunna, it'll be mg minus mv square by r will be equal to capital N we consider. So इसमें से मैंने कुछ subtract किया है, students. That's how we consider. So since if I happen to go for more radius in that case, students, the radius is more in that case. So what about your force of centripetal we consider will be? Comparatively, the force of centripetal will be less in that case, and therefore we consider the normal action force will be greater. यहाँ पे the car will be holding the surface more firmly as compared to over here. यानी यहाँ पे कार ज्यादा बम्प करेगा, यहाँ पे कार बम्प नहीं करेगा. That is why we say Na is less than Nb. यहाँ पे the car might lose more contact. Over here the car will lose less contact. Simple example, students you must have experienced this. On the roads also, suppose if somebody is driving onto the road and you see two speed breakers, students, एक स्पीड ब्रेकर तुम्हें मिलेगा जहां पे मैक्सिमम कर्व है और दूसरा ग्रेजुअल कर्व है. मुझे बताओ कहां पे कार ज्यादा बम्प होगी, पहले स्पीड ब्रेकर पे या दूसरे स्पीड ब्रेकर पे? सीधा कर्वेचर. In the first case, the speed breaker is sharp. In that case, the speed breaker has a gradual curve. तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा? The body will lose more contact from the ground, and that's why it's going to bump. It will hit the ground more firmly. Whereas over here, the car will go gradually onto it. That means the normal reaction force we consider in the first case is less than the normal reaction force in the second case. And that's why we say N is less than NP. क्या ये clear हुआ, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear to all of you all? Can I erase this now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who's answering for the next one, the third one? Okay. Yes, Khyati. Let me read the question. Third one. Third one is select the correct alternative. A particle is acted upon by a force of constant magnitude, which is always perpendicular to the velocity of the particle. Oh, the motion of the particle takes place in the plane. Yes.
Sir, its kinetic energy will be constant. Since the particle is acted upon by the force of constant magnitude, and it is given that it is perpendicular to the velocity of the particle. So the work done will be zero, and because of it, the velocity, the magnitude of velocity will also be zero, constant. So velocity, magnitude of velocity won't change, and mass will also not change. So as kinetic energy is half mv square, so it will also be constant.
Okay. Now you said it, that is a particle is acted upon by a force of constant magnitude. Okay, so what she said it, that a particle is experiencing. Please, we are speaking about the third question. The force is of constant magnitude, which is always perpendicular to the velocity of the particle. Yani, if in case if I speak about force is perpendicular to the velocity of the particle, we consider. Both are vectors we consider. The motion of the particle takes place in a plane that follows. Now, over here, first of all, can you tell me why the motion is circular? Why does it move circular? Yes, Kathy, why the motion is circular?
Because the velocity is perpendicular to the force, and it
Okay.
can be
Force is the velocity is perpendicular to the
force.
force. That's why we say that the motion is circular. Okay. Can anybody give any other approach towards it, or you all have the same answer for it? Anyone else? Kathy, you're correct, but still anyone else who has some other approach with it? Anybody? स्टूडेंट्स, ये कौन सा फोर्स, अगर मैं फोर्स लेता हूँ स्टूडेंट्स, और अगर मुझे सर्कुलर पाथ के बारे में बताओ ना स्टूडेंट, ध्यान से सुनना, एवरीबॉडी लिसन केयरफुली। तो ये फोर्स के कितने फॉर्मूलाज है सर? इट्स mv स्क्वायर बाय r, mr ओमेगा स्क्वायर, m into v into omega. Now when I want to say the path is circular, students, do you recollect we did calculus for the motion to be circular? For the motion to be circular, what exactly I told you? That is the tangential velocity and the position vector are mutually perpendicular to each other. The dot product will be equal to 0. Students, are you getting it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Students, v bar and r bar are mutually perpendicular. और ये proof कर चुका हूँ मैं. If I'm not mistaken, students, I have done this. जहाँ पे मैंने v और r को दोनों perpendicular है, तो ये v है. Where is the direction of position vector? So the direction of position vector is also in the direction of force. What is the angle formed in them 90? अभी मुझे यानी क्या करना है, क्या स्टूडेंट्स, मुझे r के साथ इसको रिलेट करना है, यानी कौन सा मैथमेटिकल रिलेशन तुम्हें मोर अप्रोप्रिएट लगेगा? Since the particle is performing circular motion with constant force, is force a vector? Yes. What about the angular velocity and the mass we consider throughout the motion remains constant? I getting it? Because the centripetal force, it has only one acceleration. So the motion is what? UCM I'll consider, because it has only one acceleration centripetal and force centripetal. Yani now if I happen to go for force, the vector part will be the radius. Does the position vector change at each instant? Yes. The direction of position vector changes. The direction of position vector changes. But at the same time, the velocity also goes on changing. Agreed. So what kind of motion the body is going to perform? The body is going to perform circular path. So that's why your option comes D, that the motion is taking place circular. Now, what is the reason for kinetic energy to remain constant?
The
What is the reason?
magnitude of velocity does not changes. The direction changes.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. The magnitude of the speed. Since The motion is UCM. अभी ध्यान से सुना, ये conclude कहाँ से मैंने किया कि ये UCM है. तो स्टूडेंट्स यू शुड से कि सर यहाँ पे सिर्फ एक ही एक्सेलरेशन के बारे में बताया गया है. कौन सा एक्सेलरेशन? एक्सेलरेशन सेंट्रीपिटल. Students, when a body is going to have centripetal acceleration as well as tangential acceleration, then we can say the body is said to have non-UCM. लेकिन यहाँ पे सिर्फ centripetal acceleration है. तो यहाँ पे क्या है? Sir, magnitude of velocity remains constant. Direction goes on changing. Direction goes on changing. Direction goes on changing at each instant, and at each instant V and R are mutually perpendicular. V and R are mutually perpendicular. Therefore, path is circular, but kinetic energy remains constant. Is this clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can I erase this, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the fourth one. Who's answering the fourth one?
Me, sir.
Okay. Sanjana, follow.
Yes, sir.
Let me read the question. A particle of mass m is moving in a circular path of constant radius r, such that its centripetal acceleration is AC and it's varying with time. So acceleration centripetal, students, is varying with time, and it is given as k square r t square. Okay, of constant radius, such that its centripetal acceleration is given to, where k is a constant. The power delivered to the particle by the force acting onto it. Power delivered due to the force. So how do you go about?
So first we have been given that acceleration centripetal is k square rt square. We can write it as v square by r.
Okay, so acceleration centripetal will be equal to v square by
R.
r. And that we are going to equate with k square rt square.
Yes, sir. So v square would be equal to krt the whole square.
K square r square t square. So what exactly? Absolutely correct.
krt.
ये एक इक्वेशन मिला. पावर का फॉर्मूला क्या है?
So force into velocity.
Absolutely correct. Force into velocity. Now what will do?
So from that now we can find
एक सेकंड संजना, एक सेकंड. Power is equal to force into velocity, लेकिन कौन सा force? Which force?
tangential force.
Tangential force.
Yes, sir.
How do you come to the conclusion it's tangential force?
Sir, because the work done by the centripetal force is always zero. So in case of circular motion, tangential force will only be one.
Absolutely correct. Now further, अभी क्या करोगे तुम?
So velocity we have found out, so we can find acceleration tangential by dv by dt.
Oh, absolutely correct. अभी ध्यान से देखना, students. She's trying to find out acceleration, that she's just trying to differentiate this with respect to time. Students, तुम्हारा power का formula क्या है? Power is equal to force into velocity. I don't know about it. Work energy power is started or done or it's going on. Again, power, students, if I happen to consider, is given by the formula force into velocity. It's a dot product, students. ये vectors मैं बता चुका हूँ. अगर मैंने vectors किया है तुम्हारे साथ में, students. Work is F dot S. Power is F dot V. Two vectors will give me a scalar, and it's a dot product. Fv cos theta. Students, power is given as rate at which work is performed. And work is equal to F bar dot S bar by T. Students, what is displacement upon time? It's velocity.
Velocity.
That's why it's a dot product, students. और ये scalar है. ये तो vector है, लेकिन ये scalar है, इसलिए dot product है, scalar product. Now when you look into it, students, ये जो force है ना, students, force is given by what formula? Mass into acceleration, and acceleration क्या होगा? Rate of change of velocity. यानी तुम्हें करना कैसे भी इसको differentiate करना है. What is dv by dt, students? इसको differentiate करो. तो क्या आंसर आएगा?
So k constant is given and r also could be considered as constant. So kr.
dt will get cancelled. So can I say now it's m into k into r? Did I get the relation for force? Yes, sir. force is equal to what? M into K into R. Am I getting velocity? Am
Yes,
I getting velocity? Yes. What is actually velocity will be equal to? K into R
KRT.
into T. Which option I'm getting it? M into K square R square T. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
That's option is. Friends, how many of you all got this fourth one by himself? Other than Sanjana, please raise your hands. Those students who got it by themselves other than Sanjana. Sanjana got it, Janani got it, and Kathy. Anybody else? The fourth question, students. Come on, this is not done. Aditi, Om, Parthvi, Suhani, Soumya. What are you doing, Vidhi? Yana, what are you doing, Yana? And Saud. Saud, you are present today. Why?
Yes, sir.
Saud, why you remain absent for the lectures most of the times?
Sir, actually, last time I had went outside, so I was not there.
But your rather than presence, your absence is more in the sessions. This is really not good. फिर आगे जाके तुम्हें प्रॉब्लम होने वाली है स्टडीज के रिलेटेड. Okay, students, can I erase this fourth one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And students, I'll be sending you for this particular topic. I'll be sending you the assignments, okay, for circular motion. Maybe in a day or two, I'll be sending you the assignments for this particular part, okay, so you can solve it later on. Okay, the next one. Fifth one. What was the fifth one? Who was answering for the fifth one? It was Janani, you?
Sir, I think it was Aditi who told me to answer the sixth one.
Okay, fine. Aditi, are you answering for the fifth one? Knock, knock. Aditi, are you there, Aditi? क्या भी reply नहीं कर रही है Aditi. She's not there on her seat. It seems like that. Janani, you answer. Chalo, fifth one.
Sir, the fifth one's answer is A. The
Okay.
A image.
Why?
Sir, it is because the normal reaction at the highest point of a path will be equal to R is equals to mv square by R minus mg.
Okay.
So for maximum R, the value of the radius of curvature has to be minimum. And out of all the options, only the first one is the least. So it's, I got
So if
that.
you look at the diagram, students, look at the diagram of A, B, C, and D. Which circular path shows minimum radius at the highest point? Your option A shows minimum radius. Since the radius is very small, this is the center of the particle we consider. Now, whenever a body is at the highest position, Janani, can you tell me how the forces are distributed? How exactly the free body diagram for this will be? Which are the forces acting? Where is the normal reaction force acting? Janani,
Hello, sir.
yeah, bolo. Forces bolo. Direction of forces acting when the body is at the topmost position. Yes, center. Normal action force किस तरफ होगा?
Sir, it's like towards the,
Center.
yeah,
Okay, where is the weight acting?
downwards.
So how many forces are acting in the downward direction?
Two forces.
Okay, so which are they?
Sir?
Which are they? N and mg? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Sir, I couldn't
And
hear
these
you
two
properly at
forces,
all.
pardon?
I couldn't hear you. I think it was problem with my laptop. Only the voice was breaking, so I can't hear you.
Okay, fine. Students, is the voice clear to all of you all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. At the topmost position, the normal reaction force is acting downwards. The weight of the body is also acting downwards. Students, the two forces is accounting for the net force of centripetal. So over here, when you go for it, it's N plus mg. Students, that will be equal to mv square by r. N plus mg will be equal to mv square by r. Now, when you try to go for your normal reaction force with respect to radius, students, what kind of it? We consider it's inverse. If I happen to go for smaller radius, students, देखो ना weight तो constant है. सारे केस में देखो अगर मैं n को मैं subject बनाता हूँ, students ध्यान से सुनना. So what exactly will be it's mv square by r minus mg I'll consider. If I give it different diagrams, in all the diagrams the weight of the block remains the same. But what exactly normal reaction force we consider is dependence on the radius. जिसका radius कम होगा, students. If in case if I happen to go for radius to be less, in that case, what about the normal reaction force? I get it will be maximum. So which diagram shows the smallest radius? Option A
First
shows.
diagram.
So over here, the normal reaction force will be considered to be maximum. Please do take care when you're solving questions based onto a convex bridge for a body on the inner side and bodies on the outer side. Now, please, students, go ahead with 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, the next 5. क्या मैं इसको erase कर दूं, students? Can I erase this?
Sir, actually in the sixth one, there's no figure given. Like, it's told see the figure, but I don't know where the figure is.
You try to draw your own diagram. So I'll draw it for you all. An insect crawls up a hemispherical sphere very slowly. The coefficient. Think in this manner. Na? Consider this as the hemispherical sphere. Agreed. This is the center. An insect crawls up a hemispherical sphere very slowly. The coefficient of friction between the surface and the insect is 1/3. If the line joining the center of the hemisphere and the surface to the insect makes an angle alpha, ये alpha है. So this is the center. Okay. The insect was over here, students. Now the insect has reached over here. Initially, the insect was over here. It has crawled all the way and reached over here. Are you getting it? Along the hemispherical path. The question asks the students the maximum possible value of alpha for it to hold himself. क्या ये question clear हुआ, students? It's a good question. 6th one. I repeat, an insect is crawling up a hemispherical surface very slowly. The coefficient of friction between the surface and the insect, okay, which you should know at what exactly 1/3 is. And the value of coefficient is always less than 1, student. If the line joining the center of the hemispherical surface to the insect makes an angle alpha with the vertical, insect center forming an angle alpha with the vertical, the maximum possible value of alpha. Solve 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. The rest 5. Now I want some other students to answer, please. Come on, Aisha, Meera, Naina, Om, South तो absent था पूरे लेक्चर में, पूरा सर्कुलर मोशन में absent था. एक नहीं, उसने 2-3 लेक्चर्स मिस किए. शोना.
No, sir. Last week का रह गया था. Otherwise,
Okay, fine. Tisha, Udit, Yana, Sparsh, Gauri. Yes, anybody has completed 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th? Okay, now those students who are answering, anybody who has done it, raise your hand. Swani is complete, Sanjana is completed. Yes, what about you, Aditi, Chanani, Jati, Parthui, Soumya, what about you? Sneha has completed it. Okay, fine. So this is the order, students. The 6th one will be done by Shivani, 7th Sanjana, 8th Sneha, 9th Khyati. 10th one, I'll wait for someone. Okay, carry on. 6th one. Who was given a chance? Can you answer?
Yes, sir. So in the sixth one, it is a
Yes, Shivani, I can't hear you. Shivani, are you there?
hello. Hello.
Yeah. Hello?
Sir, can you hear me?
I can hear you. But be a little bit loud and clear.
So in the sixth,
Yes, Shivani, speak out.
one second. Hello.
Yeah, bolo.
So now can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
So in the sixth one, first I have resolved the mg into mg cos theta and mg cos alpha and mg sin alpha, and
Okay.
the friction force will be equal to mg sin alpha. So
Mhm.
after forming an equation, I got cot alpha is equal to 3.
Absolutely correct. You see, the insect is over here, students. मुझे बताओ ये इंसेक्ट क्रॉल क्यों कर सकता है? तो तुम तुरंत बोलोगे सर फ्रिक्शन की वजह से. Students, is friction is always a disadvantage?
No, sir.
No, it's not always a disadvantage. Students, there are harmful friction, there are useful friction also. What makes you to walk on the floor with bare feet? It's because of friction. Friction holds the object. At present, if I'm standing over here, it's because of friction. तो यहाँ पे भी ये insect है, तो friction की वजह से it's holding it. Now, suppose if I say, अगर ये insect is at an instantaneous position P, तो what is a free body diagram for this? तुम बोलोगे सर अगर इंसेक्ट यहाँ पे है तो उसका वेट सीधा नीचे की तरफ जाएगा, mg नीचे की तरफ जाएगा। ये इंसेक्ट क्रॉल हो रहा है, इस तरफ जा रहा है, लेकिन उसका नॉर्मल रिएक्शन फोर्स इस तरफ जाएगा क्योंकि वो कांटेक्ट है सरफेस से। mg इस तरफ है, normal reaction force is going inclined towards the center. Consider this angle is alpha given to you. Now suppose अगर ध्यान से सुनना, if in case if I say if the insect doesn't, if I say the insect doesn't manage to reach top, that means there is some force which is trying to drag the insect in the downward direction along the hemisphere. तो वो कौन सा फोर्स होगा? mg का कंपोनेंट, ये होगा तुम्हारा रिस्टोरिंग फोर्स। यानी mg का कंपोनेंट होगा तो कैन आई रिजॉल्व दिस mg इनटू टू कंपोनेंट्स? व्हाई नॉट? One will be perpendicular to the hemispherical surface and one will be along. Now when I speak about alpha, since these two lines are parallel in this case, तो अगर ये alpha होगा तो ये भी तो alpha होगा। Sorry, this angle I'll consider will be in this case. Is this clear to all of your students? Agreed? ये देखो ये दोनों कौन सा angles हो जाएंगे? So this will be corresponding angles I'll consider, तो ये alpha हो जाएगा। तो now can you resolve this? Yes, you can resolve it into two components. ये कौन सा होगा? mg cos alpha। ये क्या होगा? mg sin alpha। क्या इतना क्लियर हुआ स्टूडेंट्स? इज दिस क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू ऑल?
Yes.
Friends, your mg sin alpha is actually balanced by what? Force of static friction between the surface and the insect. And your mg cos alpha is balanced by the normal reaction force. So now if I say your mg cos alpha is balanced by the normal reaction force, mg sin alpha is balanced by force of static friction, and force of static friction is mu s into n. Taking the ratio, what am I going to get it? mg will get cancelled. So can I say cot alpha will be equal to what? nv will be getting it cancelled in this case. Am I getting it? So what exactly you consider? Cot alpha will be equal to what? 1 by mu. And how much is mu given to you as? How much is mu given to you as?
1 by 3.
1 by 3. Students, coefficient of friction kitna diya hai? 1 by 3. So can I say cot alpha will be simply equal to 3? Which option shows me that? That will be option A. Students, क्या ये clear हुआ students? यानी mg cos theta is all the time balanced by normal. यानी जब भी insect crawl होते ऊपर की तरफ जाएगा तो ये दोनों हमेशा balancing force रहेंगे. Am I getting it? Secondly, यानी now if I say balancing in the sense, but still if I say its path is circular, यानी still I can consider n is greater than mg cos alpha. N minus mg cos alpha will be the force of centripetal required for the path to be circular. But at the same time, who holds the insect onto the surface? Force of static friction. अगर by chance friction कम हो जाता है तो ये restoring force है, ये insect को वापस नीचे की तरफ लेके आएगा. Is this clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
क्या मैं
Yes.
इसको can I erase this students? 6th one.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, the 7th one now. Who's the next one to answer for the 7th one?
Yes, sir.
Bolo.
So in the question, we have to find the direction of the acceleration. So in all cases, the radial acceleration would be in the direction of the strain, and the
Mhm.
tangential acceleration would be at the direction of the path of the bob. So the resultant acceleration would be between the two accelerations. So the option C would be correct.
Absolutely correct. Students, the question is speaking about with respect to your resultant. Students, so what exactly Sanjana she said it? Is simple pendulum सबसे पहले वो oscillate हो रहा है without damping. Damping का मतलब क्या students? ध्यान से सुनो. What exactly damping we consider? Look at this diagram. मींस कैन आई से मोशन इज पीरियोडिक, ध्यान से सुनना, मोशन पीरियोडिक है, टाइम टेकन हमेशा कांस्टेंट है। अगर मैं टाइम टेकन कांस्टेंट रखता हूं, लेकिन सी द एम्पलीट्यूड ऑफ वाइब्रेशन, does the amplitude of vibration goes on decreasing? Such motions are
Yes,
called to be what? Damped motions. ये किसकी वजह से होता है? Because of the weight of the bob, due to the frictional forces we consider, tension in the string. ये सारे resistive forces है जो bob को rest पे लेके आता है। So what are damped oscillations? Damped oscillations are those periodic oscillations with decreasing amplitude. Are you getting it? उसके लिए तुम्हें resistive forces की जरूरत है। लेकिन अगर यही pendulum को मैं vacuum में oscillate करता हूँ, are you getting it? That means without damping. So what exactly my diagram will be? Then these are called as natural vibrations, students. Yani the body is going with constant amplitude. The amplitude is constant, time period is also constant, students. You'll come across constant amplitude. Yani time taken is constant throughout, and the motion is with constant amplitude throughout. तो ये undamped motions है और ये damped motion है. Now for a simple pendulum अगर तुम देखोगे students, अगर वो oscillate होता है, तो we can say that is it has two acceleration, students. One is acceleration centripetal, agreed, we consider, and the other one is acceleration tangential. लेकिन ध्यान से सुनना, जब ये बॉब एक्सट्रीम पे जाता है, तो does the bob comes back to its mean position? Why not? It comes back to its mean position. Now if I want to speak about one acceleration, I can consider as tangential, other one I can consider, इन दोनों का resultant किस तरफ जा रहा है? Shift this vector, to shift this vector parallel to itself. So now see over here, what exactly the triangle law speaks about? Tail, head, tail, head. Where is the resultant? Which option shows me acceleration in this direction? Does A
C
shows,
option.
does B shows, does C shows, or D? So what exactly the answer will be?
C.
C.
Is this clear, students? Can I erase this? 7th one, can I erase it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Eighth one.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Neha. Let me read the question. A sphere of mass m, students, a sphere of mass m is tied to the end of a string of length L and rotated through the other along a horizontal circular path with speed v. To center. So sphere of mass n is tied to one of the end of the string of length L and it's rotated in a horizontal plane. Okay, circular path with speed v. Now the question is the work done in full horizontal circle. The work done for one revolution. Yes, it's an easy question. What's the answer?
So work done would be 0. Because in this case, horizontal circular motion with a constant velocity, of course, it's a uniform circular motion. So there is only one particular force, that's a centripetal force acting, and there is no tangential force. So in this case, work done by the centripetal force would always be 0 because it is perpendicular to the velocity.
Force,
So
yes, it's velocity as well as perpendicular displacement. So look, a force centripetal is directed from the particle towards the center. Very exactly, the displacement is always tangential. Students, the answer is the direction of displacement is in the direction of velocity. है ना? Displacement of the body is in the direction of the velocity. अगर मैं कोई body को horizontal plane में move कर रहा हूँ, and if I try to cut a string, how exactly the body is going to go? Tangentially. So displacement is direction में, force is direction में, दोनों के बीच में angle side 90 है. What is work done? F dot S. So it's Fs cos 90. Agreed. So that's the answer will be 0. Are you getting it? Students, same questions होगा for moon revolving around the earth. ध्यान से सुनना students. If they ask you, ध्यान से सुनना, इसमें MCQs क्या होगा? A moon, suppose if I say moon revolving around the earth, what is the work done by the gravitational force of the earth? I repeat, earth ये है, moon ये है, moon perform कर रहा है UCM, अगर उन्होंने पूछा व्हाट इज द वर्क डन बाय ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स ऑफ अर्थ, तो तुम्हें ये बोलना है ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स ऑफ द अर्थ इज डायरेक्टेड फ्रॉम द मून टुवर्ड्स द अर्थ। लेकिन ये बनता कौन सा फोर्स है? सेंट्रिपिटल फोर्स बन जाएगा, क्योंकि सेंट्रिपिटल फोर्स इज अ रियल फोर्स। हाउ इज द मोशन ऑफ द मून? ऑल द टाइम tangential. The velocity of the moon is in this direction. That is called as orbital velocity, जिसका formula मैं derive कर चुका हूँ. I've given you the formula for orbital velocity. Anybody knows the formula for orbital velocity or critical velocity? बताओ students. I've done it in circular motion. Forgot. Under root gm by small r. R is the radius of the circular path. Students, ये तुम्हारे mathematical relations है module में. A part of gravitation is included in circular. A few things have been said into the circular part of it, और ये मैं derive कर चुका हूँ. Force centripetal is provided by force of gravitation. How is the displacement tangential? What is the angle formed between them? 90. So what is the work done by the gravitational force of the earth? 0. यही question में change करके electron को ले सकता हूँ. Electron revolving around the nucleus of an atom of an element. So what is the work done by electrostatic force of the nucleus? तो ये भी 0 हो जाएगा. Agree students? अगर सपोज मैंने अर्थ ले लिया और यहाँ पे मैंने सन ले लिया, तो यहाँ पे भी ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स किसका होगा? सन का होगा. So what exactly work done by the gravitational force of the sun is again 0. Are you getting students in all the cases?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can I erase the 8th one? Ninth one. Who's the 9th one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Khyati, 9th one. A motor car is moving with a speed of 30 meters per second on a circular path of radius 500 meters. Its speed is increasing at the rate of 2 meters per second square. So शायद मैंने किया है ignition के time पे. What will be the resultant acceleration? Yes, Khyati, बोलो.
Sir, your velocity is given as 30 meter per second and radius is 500 meter. And
Okay.
the speed is increasing at the rate of 2 meter per second square. So this will be the tangential acceleration, as tangential acceleration is responsible for changing the magnitude of velocity.
क्या
So-
बात है, क्या बात है. Absolutely. Means the tangential acceleration certainly will consider that the magnitude goes on changing, therefore the motion is non-UCM. Students, she see the way she put forward. Tangential acceleration is 2 meters per second square because it's increasing at the rate of. क्या थी ये? तुम्हें कौन सा acceleration provide करता है?
Centripetal acceleration, which
Of
is
course, and what
v
the formula
square
for
upon
centripetal?
v square
Right.
upon r.
So solving it, what exactly you get it? 330 square upon 500. So acceleration centripetally, you're getting it as how much?
1.8 meter per second square.
Okay, 1.8 meters second square. Okay, now the question asks is what?
Net
Result.
acceleration.
So how do you go about with the resultant?
So it will be under root of acceleration centripetal plus square of tangential acceleration.
Absolutely correct. Students, ये तुम्हारा फी होगा angle. Okay. अगर तुम्हें net acceleration पूछा students, net acceleration in vector form क्या होगा? Tangential plus acceleration centripetal. लेकिन magnitude of net acceleration क्या है? तो ये क्या होगा? By vectors under root what exactly? AT square plus ACP the whole square. What is tangential acceleration? We have got it as 2 square plus 1.8 the whole square. 4. AT square is 324.
3.2.
3.24. Solving it, we'll be getting the answer. What's the answer you're getting it?
2.7 meter per second.
2.7 meter per second square. Students, यही question अगर मैं force के लिए पूछूंगा तो what exactly force net will be equal to force tangential square plus force centripetal square. You getting it? Can I erase this, students? Question number 9.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 10th one. Okay, who's answering for the 10th one?
Okay.
Okay, Suhani, answer.
So in this, it is the wall of that experiment. So in this, the centripetal force is equal to normal reaction force. So I have taken normal reaction force is equal to m omega square r, and then mg will be equal to the frictional force. Mg will act downwards and frictional force upwards. So mg will be equal to mu m omega square r. So with that I will get omega.
Absolutely correct. Students, ये शायद मैंने explanation दिया है. That's but good one that you all recollect and remember. Students, the option for this will be option for the 10th one is A, students. The minimum angular velocity for, students, the minimum angular velocity of the rotating cylinder, okay, such that the person should not fall in spite the base has been removed. That means the person is made to stuck to the wall of the cylinder. You need to find out that. Now this becomes your axis of rotation. Students, इसका ये question क्या है? Students, एक cylinder है, नीचे एक base रखा हुआ है, and the person is standing inside it, and he's holding himself to the wall of the cylinder. Now you make the cylinder to rotate with a certain angular velocity omega. Students, to what angular velocity the cylinder should be rotated so that the person still be in contact, in spite of the surface has been removed. The base has been removed. Students, अगर नीचे का base निकल गया तो the person should fall. But the person doesn't fall. He is holding himself to the wall. I made it very clear. Example of the clothes of washing machine. Students, there'll be washing machine ka drum. Have you seen the washing machine ka drum? Okay, when the drum starts rotating, what do you find out? The clothes, when the spinning effect gets reduced, what happens? You'll find out that the clothes are getting a force of centrifugal, and the centrifugal force is so large enough that the clothes inside the drum are stuck to the wall of the cylinder. And secondly, ये जो clothes when they get stuck to the wall of the container of the cylinder has small pores. तो उससे होता क्या है? जैसे गीला कपड़ा सिलेंडर को टच करता है प्रेशर की वजह से, फोर्स की वजह से क्या होगा? The water oozes out. And ध्यान से सुनना, the water being lighter as compared to the clothes, what exactly? They get a centrifugal force, and the water has been propelled out. This is how washing machine works. उनका पानी बाहर की तरफ आ जाता है. तो सेम थिंग ओवर हियर आल्सो. तो यहाँ पे अगर तुम देखोगे तो यहाँ पे फोर्सेस कौन से एक्ट होंगे? मतलब सर mg नीचे की तरफ होगा, है ना? अगर सपोज ऊपर की तरफ कौन सा the person is inside is holding himself is because of the force of friction. Which forces this we consider? It's a normal reaction force. At the same time, this normal reaction force is actually a force of centripetal for the body to perform circular path. So normal reaction force I can write on force of centripetal, students. Is that clear? Your force of static friction, students, is equal to what? M into G. What is force of static friction? Vs into N, which is equal to M into G, students. Normal reaction force is equal to force of centripetal, and this force of centripetal has three formulas. Which are the three formulas for it? Then we'll say, sir, it's mv square by r, m into v into omega, mr omega square. Now you have to look at the question. Is a question asking about linear velocity or angular velocity? तुम बोलो सर angular velocity. तो अगर angular velocity है तो उसमें से कौन सा फॉर्मूला तुम ज्यादा करके सिलेक्ट करोगे? ये वाला करोगे. रेडियस सेम है, मास भी सेम है ना? यानी तुम्हें सिलेक्शन कौन सा करना है? That you have to consider. तो ये mr omega square हो जाएगा. So now can I say it's mu into m into r into omega square is equal to m into g. M will get cancelled, mass of the person. What exactly omega square is equal to g upon mu r. What exactly omega will be equal to under root. And which option is that? Option is A. Is this clear, students? Students, is the 10th one clear to all of you all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now please solve from 11th to 15th. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Those who have finished, please, you can raise your hands. Can I erase this, students? इसको मैं erase कर दूं? Students, erase कर दो, हाँ या ना?
हाँ,
Okay. Which other topic is going on, students, in physics with you?
The work
The
power.
work energy.
Okay, started or it's just started or it's going on?
So it started already.
Okay, fine. Today we'll complete with circular. Next lecture, students will be going with respect to your rotational dynamics. Okay. After circular motion, one should go for rotational dynamics. So we'll be going for rotational motion. Yes, 11 to 15. I'll be sending you, students, listen carefully. I'll be sending you the assignment for this particular one. Few MCQs based on your circular motion. Maybe there may be 1 or 2 or 3 assignments. Try to crack those assignments, students. Okay. Yana, you are not answering at all today, huh? Yana, एक भी answer नहीं दिया तुमने. Eleven to 15. Eleven to 15. Yes, how many people have done? Can you raise your hands? 11 to 15. The easy ones, students.
So just a few more minutes.
Okay. Yes, come on, so much time, students. Anyone? Come on, Parthu, you're not answering. Parthu, where are you?
Yes, I am present.
Okay, 11th one. Anybody can answer for the 11th one? A coin is placed on a rotating table just lifts if it's placed at a distance 4r from the center on doubling the angular velocity of the table. The coin will just slip when a distance from the center is equal to. Okay, students have raised hand. Okay, Sneha and Sanjana. Sanjana, you answer and the answers goes with you also. 11th, Sanjana, 12th, Sneha, 13, Janani, 14, Suhani, 15, South. Are South ने raised hand? 15 this South. Okay,
Actually, I was going to this for 14. But
नहीं तेरे को 15 ही करना पड़ेगा. Okay, 11th one. Come on, answer fast. Yes, who's answering?
Yes, sir.
बोलो.
Yes, sir. So in the 11th one, the force in both the cases, if the coin is placed in different distance, would be equal. So we can equate m omega square r in both cases.
Okay, so m r1 omega 1 square is equal to m r2.
Omega square.
Pretty easy. The mass is same. Is the
Yes,
mass
sir.
same?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and doubling the angular speed.
So in
now-
one case, so omega would be same, and we can take omega 2 as 2 omega 1.
Okay, fine. So students, in the first case, a coin is placed on a rotating table if it is placed at a distance of 4r. Okay, let us say the omega 1 is omega square itself only. Are you getting it? 4r from the center. On doubling the angular velocity, you need r2. So what is omega 2? Twice of omega the whole square. है ना? अगर cancel
Yes,
करो तो
sir.
क्या करेगा? R2 will be equal to R1. Which option chose with that? C.
C option.
Very good. Okay, the next one, 12.
Yes, sir.
Follow.
Sir, it is given that the initial speed of the its mass is 5 revolutions per minute. So this is the angular speed, which would be 5 rpm, and the
Okay.
initial angular velocity is 5 rpm. So we can resolve the tension since it's moving in a horizontal circle. The T sine theta would be equal to mr omega square, which is the centripetal force. In the second case, it is given that the tension
You said a T sine theta?
mr omega square.
MR omega square, no? Okay, it's in the horizontal plane, is it?
Yes, sir, it's a horizontal circle.
Okay, so in a horizontal plane, if I happen to consider, the tension is always directed from the particle towards the center, and tension is given by the formula mr omega square. Absolutely correct. And
Yes, sir.
omega
Now we consider T is equal to mr omega square. So in the first case, since we are doubling the tension, we consider 2T would be equal to mr omega square.
Okay. This is your
So
first case.
yeah, so for you can consider omega dash square since the omega would be changing. So
Okay.
in that case, we can substitute the first value of t in the second, like 2 times mr omega square is equal to mr omega square dash, and
Okay.
we get 2. So we can cancel mass and the radius since it remains constant. And in the first case, omega square was 5 into 5 since omega is 5 rpm. So omega dash would be equal to square root of 2 into 5 into 5. So it will be 5 root 2, which is approximately equal to 7 rpm.
Absolutely correct. स्टूडेंट्स तुम्हारा फॉर्मूला क्या है? टी इज टू एम आर ओमेगा स्क्वायर। अभी देखो फर्स्ट केस में क्या दिया है मालूम है? अगर तुम देखोगे स्टूडेंट्स, अ मास ऑफ 2 किलोग्राम इज होल्ड इन अ हॉरिजॉन्टल सर्कल बाय मींस ऑफ अ स्ट्रिंग एट एन इनिशियल स्पीड ऑफ 5 revolutions per second, keeping the radius constant. यानी फर्स्ट केस में टेंशन इज टी एम आर ओमेगा स्क्वायर। स्टूडेंट्स दोनों केस में मास सेम ही है, तो टेंशन इज टी, तो मैंने क्या किया, मास को वैसे रखा, आर को वैसे रखा, ओमेगा कैसे लिखूंगा स्टूडेंट्स? 2 pi f. Actually, omega is 2 pi f. What is given to you is frequency, students. In the first case, frequency is given to you is how much? 5 RPM, revolutions per minute, not revolutions per second. Students, the unit of frequency is hertz. That is revolutions per second. तो हम क्या कहते हैं? revolutions per minute में रखते हैं. No need to change. तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा? mr omega square का मतलब क्या होगा? 4 pi square f square. Agreed? So now if I happen to consider what is my answer in this case, so mass is given to you. How much is the mass given to you? It's 2 into r into 4 pi square into 5 square. That's my first answer. That's my first case. Now second case में क्या किया? Students, what exactly they've done in the second case? In the second case, they're trying to say keeping the radius constant, the tension of the string is doubled. Now the tension is 2t. Is the mass changing? No. Have they kept the radius constant? Yes, they made it very clear. Radius is constant. What are they telling you to find out? The new angular speed. यानी तुम्हें omega dash the whole square पूछा. So now if I happen to consider in this case, can I take the ratio of these two? Yes, ये और इसको इससे लेता हूँ मैं. Are you getting it, students? So can I say m r 4 pi square f dash square, agreed, which is equal to 2t. Denominator पे क्या ले रहा हूँ? ये मास ही है m r 4 pi square 5 square, and this is t. Cancellation. Pi square is how much? We consider this 25. 25 2s are 50. So the rest everything is getting cancelled. See over here. And if I happen to go for a root of 50, will be approximately 7. And the question asked is nearly. अगर तुम statement को read करोगे ना students, question को क्या दिया है उन्होंने? The frequency is nearly. So it's not an exact value, students. Root of 50 will be 7 point something. So the answer will be 7 revolutions per minute. क्या ये clear हुआ? 5 square is 25, 25 to the 50, f dash square is equal to 50, f dash is equal to root of 50 is nearly equal to 7 RPM. RPM stands for revolutions per minute. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
ये ध्यान रखना, ओमेगा is 2 pi f. ओमेगा का दूसरा फॉर्मूला 2 pi by t. लेकिन see many students, what do? You know, they don't put that as omega. They take it omega itself is this, because 2 pi will get cancelled in either case. लेकिन students ये बहुत ध्यान में रखना कि omega is not f. Omega is angular speed. F is simply frequency. Number of oscillations per unit time. Okay. The answer for the 12th one will be option D, students. The answer for 12th is D. Okay. The next one, 13th.
Sir, the answer for the 13th one is C, which is its kinetic energy is constant.
Why?
This is because the force, as it's told, the force is always perpendicular to the velocity, which means there is no displacement in the direction of the force when no work is done on the particle. Hence, there's no change in the kinetic energy. Thus, the kinetic energy is constant.
A particle is acted upon by a force of constant magnitude. Of course, the force is remaining constant in this case, which is always perpendicular to the velocity of a particle. So since the force is constant, what is the magnitude of force? Can you give me the mathematical relation for the magnitude of force applied? Janani?
So,
Centripetal force होगा ना?
yeah, it's centripetal force.
mv square by r होगा?
Yeah.
And what they're saying is the force is of constant magnitude. So can I say mv square by r remains constant?
Yeah, mv square by r remains constant.
Does the mass of the particle and the radius of the circular path remains constant throughout the motion?
Yes.
So of course the body is going to go with constant speed. Direction of motion goes on changing. So
Mm.
the scalar part, kinetic energy, will remain constant.
Constant. And
Agreed. Students, simply they're saying it that the magnitude of force remains constant. Cons of force, centripetal force. Centripetal force all the time remains constant for a body performing circular motion, and centripetal force is given by the formula mv square by r. So mv square by r is remaining constant throughout. Mass remains constant, radius remains constant, so v square also remains constant. That means the kinetic energy of the revolving particle remains constant. Okay, 14th one. Who's the next one for the 14th?
Yes.
Hello.
Then the 14th one, centripetal force is equal to the friction. So for the maximum speed, I get the equation Vmax is equal to under root mu rg. So with that, I get the speed.
Okay, that's a direct formula. Students, हम लोग ने derive भी किया है. For a car or any vehicle, students, moving on a circular unbanked road. For a car to move on a circular unbanked road, students, the maximum speed with which a vehicle can revolve in a circular path on an unbanked road, considering friction is under mu rg. And she made it very clear. She said it that the centripetal force is provided by the force of friction. स्टूडेंट्स ये जो फोर्स है ना वो हमेशा रियल फोर्स होना चाहिए, जिसका ओरिजिन भी होना चाहिए, जिसका सोर्स भी होना चाहिए. So now if I say under root mu rg, is coefficient of friction given to you? Yes, it's under root 0.3. Is the radius of the circular path, students, given to you? So that's 300 meters. And what exactly the acceleration to gravity is given? Just 10. So solving it further, I can consider this will be root of 900. What is root of 900, students?
30.
30 meter per second. But is the option given in meter per second, students?
No, sir.
So what we'll do, multiply by 5 by 18 or 18 upon 5?
18 upon 5.
Absolutely correct. Students, meter per second to kilometers per hour karna, so 18 upon 5 karna. 5, 6, you'll get the option as what?
108 kilometer per hour.
Yes. Okay, the 15th one. 15th one, Saud is going to answer. Saud, are you there? No.
So the answer for the 15th one is the option that force on the car is towards the center and its magnitude is mv square upon r.
अरे
Sir,
कहाँ से
it is-
हाँ
Sir,
बोलो.
I'm giving the answer. Sir, it is because they said that the radius, there's a constant speed and there is no tangential force acting. Only one force is acting, that is centripetal force. So therefore,
Okay.
we can say it is a uniform circular motion.
Okay. Why not option A?
Sir, because the velocity is changing at that point. And
Option A भी correct होगा ना? Velocity तो change हो रहा है ना? Direction of velocity goes on changing. Magnitude remains constant.
so,
So
but
you-
here that from the statement that it's a uniform circular motion.
So what?
So the centripetal force will be acting towards the center. I guess this point will be more valid. The option.
There can be more than one option also, isn't it? Saud. मुझे बता velocity change
Yes,
होता है कि नहीं? Velocity change होगा कि नहीं होगा?
Yeah, that will change, sir.
What part will change? Will the magnitude change or the direction will change? Please, everybody listen
So
to
the
me.
direction.
Direction. Magnitude is constant. तो मेरा option A आना चाहिए ना? क्योंकि ये और क्या लिखा है? And the acceleration is v by r square. क्या ये correct option?
Sir, but acceleration formula v by r square is not there. It is v square by r.
Very good. Very good. अभी तू जाके सही फूटा है ना? तेरा फर्स्ट पार्ट नहीं, तेरा दूसरे पार्ट के ऊपर ध्यान नहीं गया. अभी जब भी मैंने बोला v by r square तभी तू सोचने बैठा. Okay. Absolutely correct. Students, option A is not the correct one. So Saud is knowing it. Okay, option C. Okay. B part क्यों नहीं होगा? Because there is force and that is centripetal force is acting. D part क्यों नहीं होगा? The force on the car is outward from the center and its magnitude. So we say there is only one force acting, that is force centripetal we consider. I get it, which is all the time balanced by the centrifugal force, equal in magnitude, opposite in direction we consider. Answer for 15
And
to
sir, we will take this formula that
yeah. Okay. Now students, please wait. Now can you give me an answer for 16, 17, 18, 19, 20? Fast. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. One who's done all. Raise your hands. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. South तूने कर लिया सारे 20 तक कर लिए? अच्छा
no
अभी
sir,
हाथ
no sir. I was going to give the answer. So,
Chinani has done it. No, even she left. Suhani has done it. Seems. Come on, I want some more students. Yes, anybody? Okay, students, you've got the Suhani, you can answer 16. Kati 17, Chanani 18, Sanchana 19th, and Sneha 20th. Come on, answer. 16th.
In the 16th one, it is again a horizontal circular path. So
Okay.
centripetal force will be equal to tension. So tension is equal to m omega square r. And with that, I get 1.6.
Okay. But mv square by r, no, that's your answer. No, 15th one is sorry, 16. Yeah. So you're saying it mr omega square. Okay.
Yes.
Using the formula, students, 16th one, what she's saying it is mr omega square. That's a force of centripetal. Substituting the value, you'll be getting the answer. M is 0.2, students. Radius of the circular path is given to us how much? 0.5. And the angular velocity of the particle, the speed is 4 square. You'll get the answer for 4 centripetal. And the 14th one you'll be getting as option B. 17. Next one.
So 17th is option C. The centripetal
Wow.
force is due to the friction between the tires and the ground. Because the
Absolutely correct.
centripetal force acts towards the center and the rest of the options are wrong.
Okay. There's no force. See, if you look at the rest of the one we consider is what, they're saying it, there is no force. Second one speaks about the force on a bicycle is only her weight. No, because you need to go for a bicycle on a steady speed. For a girl rides around a corner of a bicycle at a steady speed, the centripetal force is the cause for it to be always in contact with the ground. Okay, and it always will be directed from the body towards the center, and who provides the force of centripetal is the force of friction. So the option for 17 will be simply C, students. 18. Next one.
Sir, the option for the 18th one is D, 5 meters per second.
5 meter per second square.
Second square, sorry, second square.
Okay, and what's the formula?
Sir, first you have to calculate the centripetal acceleration, which is
Oh, fine. It's an identical question what we did it earlier. So the net acceleration they asked you, students. So the net acceleration will be equal to under root acceleration centripetal the whole square plus acceleration tangential the whole square. Agreed?
yes,
And acceleration centripetal kitna diya? It's v square by r.
yes, it's v square by so 30 square by 300, which will be equal to 3 meters per second square.
Absolutely correct.
And
So this will be, yeah.
and then because it is like it is a tangential acceleration, so the net will be equal to matlab, the tangential one and the I don't know how to, I forgot the what you call it, but it's 4 square plus 3 square.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So the answer will be 5.
5 meters per second square.
Okay, 19th one.
So for the 19th one, you have only written it below. So actually, the normal reaction force in the A would be maximum.
Okay, if I try to compare between B and C,
Sorry, sir.
if I want to compare between B and C, so what will you consider? Forget about A. If I give you between B and C, then
So then B would be great.
B will be greater. Why? Radius is smaller. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely correct. Students, देखो मैंने cases दे दिया तुम्हें. ये ध्यान रखना students. Many students now will forget this part. That's why I'm giving you as a note. Students, in the first case, see the body is outside the convex part. The body is outside the convex part. Smaller radius, greater radius. लेकिन अगर outside है students, तो वहाँ का normal reaction force is less as compared to this. यानी यहाँ का normal reaction force ज़्यादा होगा students. If I happen to consider. But now if I happen to go for a body on the inner side, this is smaller radius, normal reaction force will be greater. Do keep this in mind. So when you try to go for this, if a body is outside and the radius is minimum, normal reaction force is less. But if the body is inside and the radius is minimum, normal reaction force is maximum. If I try to give A, B, and C, this is the smallest radius we consider, students. And the particle is over here. Great. The particle is over here and the particle is over here. Now, when I say about where exactly the normal reaction force will be maximum, if I speak about for maximum in that case, what about the radius should be? The radius should be minimum. Look over here on the inner side. Is the body on the inner side? Yes. Is the radius maximum, minimum? Yes, the radius is minimum. Normal reaction force will be maximum as compared to B and C. So students, the answer for this, for the 19th one, will be simply A. Do keep this in mind as a point of synopsis. 20th one. Anybody else for the 20th? Who's the last one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bolo.
So answer is 20th one is A.
Okay. Reason?
So because whenever we rotate a body in a circular path, the main forces acting on it would be the weight of the particle, which is acting from the center of gravity and vertically downwards, and the tension in the string. In this case, the tension in the string provides the centripetal force required for circular motion. So there is no additional force on it as such.
Absolutely correct. Students, see a particle of mass m is tied to a light string and rotated with the speed v along a circular path of radius r. The tension in the string and mg is a gravitational force, the actual force acting on the particle. Students, whenever a body is suspended freely, tension and mg are always in the direction opposite to each other. Is that clear? So now when I say that the body is trying to, your tension becomes your necessary centripetal force. But over here, when you try to go for horizontal, where initially students, only two forces acting, mg and t are the only forces which are acting. If I happen to go for circular path in a horizontal plane, so your t represents your mv square by r. If I speak about a body suspended vertically, initially t balances mg. But then if I go for vertical motion, then you go for component of weight. Are you getting it? So that's how we try to distinguish the two cases, vertical motion and horizontal motion we consider. So the answer for this will be 20th A. The next lecture will be going for students 21st and 22nd. Okay, these are good ones, but they're easy to crack it also, students. 22nd is projectile. Soumya says very less student. Very good. Doesn't matter, Soumya. Okay. Sure. The next lecture will be continuing further. Okay.
Bye, sir. Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Have a
Bye,
nice
sir.
Yes,
day.
sir.
Bye.